Okay, to measure voltage, DC voltage, you would set the multimeter, DC voltage, we're measuring up to 12 volts, so we have the range selector set on 12 volts. There would be 2 volts. Or set it to 20 volts actually, and it says 20 volts right here. You can see that. The leads are put in so that the ground lead, the black lead, is set on the common, and the red lead is set to where it measures ohms, volts, ohms, volts and ohms here. And so, okay, so to measure voltage across between these 2 points, just put the probes in on there. And this is this is now measuring 4.64 volts between those 2 points. Okay. To measure resistance, okay, to measure the resistance of this resistor, you would set the multimeter to resistance. So where are the resistance settings? They're up here. Okay, and for this, let me see, we usually start, well, we usually start high. So turn it over to up here in the high range somewhere. Okay, and so that goes high. If you put the leads together, just put them down here to where we can see them. Put the leads together, this should go to 0. Yeah, okay. So the meter is set to measure resistance. Now, if we want to measure resistance of just this resistor, what you have to do, whenever you measure resistance, you have to disconnect the component. So unclip one lead. Okay, now and we want to measure the resistance of this component. So now you can put your leads across the component, but you must disconnect it first, like you did. And that measures 0. So now what you need to do here is you need to go, well, matter of fact, let's go to the 200. Okay, and let's measure across that. Okay, that measures 112, and that's ohms of resistance. So that has 112 ohms of resistance. So that's a resistance measurement. Okay, because when you put the leads together, it goes to 0. Mm-hmm. Now, current flow. If you want to measure current flow, now you've disconnected the circuit, but now to set this up, measure current flow, and we want to measure DC amperage. So this is DC voltage. This is amps DC, because we've got this symbol here, which is a line above a dotted line, a straight line above a dotted line. So we're going to set this to measure, and let's go to the 200 milliamp range. And that says 200. Now this lead has to be moved to the milliamp position. Yeah. Right there. And now, current flow is the measurement of current flow in the circuit. So we have to make it flow through the meter, which means that you're going to connect this to here, this one to here. So clip it, may as well just clip it in, since we have a clip. And this was here, so now you're going to put this probe here, and now the current flow will flow through the circuit, through the meter, and up to there. So that is showing then that we give, and this is in milliamps, so, and it's reading 41 milliamps of current flow in the circuit. So in order to measure current flow in the circuit, you have to open the circuit and put the meter into the circuit to measure, and that's how you measure current flow. Okay, so those are the three basic measurements: voltage, resistance, and current. And this is the procedure for doing those. I will give you this video so you can sit there and you can go back and look at it, okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Because